Ready? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Metal Sonic lost, man.
Cell versus Metal Sonic.
Which copycat android is truly the superior model?
He's with my boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. There's a monster stalking Gingertown. No one who's seen it has lived to tell the tale. All
we
that
cannot
left
hear you.
behind was their clothes.
Wait, guys, can you hear me?
Something ate these people's insides, leaving only a shadow behind.
Yeah. Is my mic loud enough?
Creature driven only by the
Sell it?
need
Yo,
to
this is
feed
just scary.
Earth's new apex predator, the ultimate
Oh, he would
life
just suck
form.
people
The
just
Namekian
out of
Piccolo went
existence.
to investigate this manslayer and discovered that it
This
was
scare me, man.
intelligent. Its tail could unravel
All right, yes?
to
All right,
absorb
good.
its hapless victims and add their energy to its wretched gestalt.
But the nightmare was only just beginning, because for its last trick, somehow this freak of nature knew the Kamehameha.
The mystery of this creature's origin was decades in the making. Years ago, the world was terrorized by the most advanced paramilitary
You guys start with Dragon
organization
Ball
in history,
or Dragon
the
Ball
Red
Z?
Ribbon Army.
Until they got rocked by this little kung fu gremlin, Son Goku.
But Red Ribbon's dream of revenge lived on within their head scientist, Dr.
Damn.
Giro.
Hiding away in
I
his
already have a
spooky
feeling
cave
our-
laboratory,
like, he's
Giro
gonna
would go
win.
to work studying the Z fighters from afar, learning everything there was to know about them.
And building a series of androids that would destroy his spiky-haired nemesis.
Someone
once
said I
and for
usually
all.
skip this
He
part.
made a ton of them. Infinite energy androids, key-absorbing androids,
Yeah,
trucker head
you're the
androids,
problem.
and even, ginger androids.
However, none of Giro's creations were capable of matching that drive to improve that
Metal Sonic's
Goku
gonna
and his fellow
crush
martial
him.
artists possessed.
Luckily,
better
he
crush
had
him?
one more
Sick.
android left. A cute little booger so complex he'd
That is
take
not
years
cute.
after Giro's death to
Ugh.
complete. Its name was Cell.
Born from a single cell, get it? This android possessed the genetic information of all
Cell
the
is
greatest
7
warriors
feet
that had
tall?
battled on Earth,
Dang.
and when fully evolved, would become unstoppable.
He towers
With
over
their
Metal
DNA,
Sonic.
Cell absorbed all their powers and techniques too.
Common among all of them is the power to manipulate ki, or the energy that exists in all living things, and weaponize it to fire energy blasts, fly at faster than light speeds, move things with telekinesis, and create force fields.
From the
Yep.
humans, Krill and NTN, Cell knows the multiform technique, Destructo Disc, and the Tri-Beam. His
The
extra
Dragon Ball
special
fighters, they got
favorite.
so much abilities,
Weird,
it's
I'm not
crazy.
seeing Chaozu on this list.
That
Sorry,
they just
bud.
forget about.
Is Chaozu human?
Oh,
Okay. Cell can fire the Death Beam, as well as breathe in and travel through the vacuum of space
Same thing
with
happens
the
with
alien
Sonic, though.
genes of Frieza and his father.
and because he's got Piccolo's DNA, Cell can regenerate
This is
humongous
Devil's
damage to his
from
body
Tim
at
Cell,
the cost
huh?
of some keys.
Cell has survived having half his body vaporized multiple times and cannot be
I swear to-
destroyed unless the small
I swear to
cluster of
gosh,
cells at the
if
core of
Cell
his being
loses,
is
I'm docked.
eradicated.
Hey,
Should that
what?
little bugger
Is
survive,
that
Cell will
serious?
always return, even stronger than before because of the Saiyan DNA he got from Goku and Vegeta. Definitely the cream of the genetic crop.
Sure, he can perfectly replicate attacks like the Gallic Gun, Spirit Bomb, and of course Kamehameha, as well as teleport by locking onto a living being's key signature.
But the best part of being a Saiyan is
Alright.
how much crazy stronger they get every time they almost die.
They can even evolve to
And they
become
got nerfed
orders
to
of
super.
magnitude stronger in the midst of battle. Combine that with Cell's healing factor, and he's effectively the ultimate warrior.
Like a
They
perpetual
can't do
shonen
this
motion
anymore, right?
machine.
The Saiyans,
Driven by a
Goku, and
biological imperative,
Vegeta, they can't,
Cell
like,
wanted
get
nothing
Zenkai
more than to
boosts.
devour Giro's previous androids, 17 and 18, believing it would make him perfect.
Only one problem. The Cell we know was born in the
Perfect.
future, and both 17 and 18 had been destroyed. So he murdered Trunks,
juice.
went back in time.
No.
Not our Trunks, future Trunks. Well, not future Trunks, but another future Trunks. It's very complicated. There's like
He
5
killed the main
timelines.
timeline
As Cell
Trunks?
defeated and absorbed the androids, he evolved. Not
Which
only getting
timeline?
stronger, but changing his personality and developing a lust for battle.
He became less creepy,
I fear
but
that
serial
I feel
killer
for
and
Metal's
more,
existence.
well,
I'm
Saiyan.
rooting for him, but
After
I
exploiting that
low-key
very
think
Saiyan arrogance
he's
and warrior's
making it.
pride, Cell finally became perfect.
And easily dominated Trunks and Vegeta, the latter of whom
That's
had
not
decades
Trunks,
of
that's the
battle
juice,
experience
man.
under his belt.
Perfect Cell's power was off the charts. He could threaten the whole Earth just by powering up. With a full power Kamehameha, he was even capable of
Why do
destroying
they
our
even
entire
fight?
solar
Where are they
system.
gonna fight
While
Black
the vast
Frieza?
majority of our solar solar system's mass is located
can't
in
fight
the
on
sun,
any
this still
planet
means
or it's
that
gonna get
Cell's P-Wave
destroyed.
would have to reach 2.8 billion miles to eradicate every planet.
But Wiz, maybe he was just
If
exaggerating.
they punch too
Not
hard,
likely.
they're just gonna get
Cell's
taken
claim
into
has been
another
backed up
dimension.
in
So I
multiple
guess.
guidebooks and even demonstrated outright in the video games.
Cell's
What?
even stronger in the anime adaptation.
They showed him destroying the solar
considering
system
time
in
Frieza
in
blew up
Dokkan or
Namek.
something?
In the anime, the explosion was literally hundreds of light years wide and lit up the friggin' galaxy.
And Cell was far stronger than Frieza was at that point in time.
Hell, the Namekians could sense him all the way from a different galaxy and thought he might be a threat to the whole universe.
He's also incredibly fast.
I mean, the Namekians are
capable
broken.
of blitzing even the strongest Z fighters at the time. Goku flew from Grand Kai's planet to heaven all the way to hell, hundreds of billions of light years in half a minute. And that was in his base form.
Yeah, that's cool, but how
Oh,
about
shoot.
the power to squeeze mini cell juniors out of your butt? What? Never
They're
heard of
just
that
scooping
key
cells
technique?
out.
Call it the
I mean, we do that every
Kegel.
day. So,
Perfect
like,
Cell was entirely without peer and, no longer wedded to Giro's petty grudge, decided to prove it with a tournament.
The Cell Game!
Metal
And
Solos!
if Goku couldn't even beat him, what hope did anyone else have? Vegeta couldn't even handle a Cell Jr.
Their last hope was Goku's own son.
I'm not gonna spoil, but you
After
could
Cell
say it
arrogantly
was
let him
perfect.
Power up, Gohan unleashed his rage, pushed
Man,
the
I'm-
bug monster to his absolute limits, and
Don't make me
beat
dislike
him.
this video.
Wow,
No.
Cell, you really are related to Vegeta, aren't you?
In truth, Cell was a victim of his own success. The same Saiyan genes that made him all-powerful also sowed the seeds of his defeat.
He got so mad, he even blew himself up. Maybe he does have some
got
Chaozu in him
jumped.
after all.
Oh
Even
my
that
gosh,
wasn't
no
enough
way
to
they did
totally
that.
put him down, and he came back with the same Super Saiyan power-up that Gohan had just unlocked.
Super perfect Cell. Now with more lightning. In a battle for the ages, Cell put the entire weight of his biological programming against one lone Saiyan and went the distance.
But in the end, it
Lone
still
Saiyan,
wasn't
bro,
enough.
he was getting-
No matter
Cell
how
was getting
brilliantly
jumped. He
Dr.
got
Gero copied the Z
hit in
fighters,
the back
he
by
still couldn't
Vegeta,
quite figure
Trump-
out their knack
was it
for
Trunks?
going beyond.
What can be destroyed
Everybody.
can always be rebuilt.
got jumped.
All it takes to recreate the
Always
most
jumping the
fearsome
vi- the
warrior in
villain,
the universe is one single Cell.
Just to get a happy ending. Like, we need an ending where they all die, man.
Hey,
And
real
then we
quick,
just
did you know
no,
Death Metal launched our own tabletop gaming channel? I love D&D.
Yo, I
call
got
uploading,
YouTube
so-
Premium, man.
God, I am.
I'm not trying to see these ads. No, just kidding.
Time and again, the world and its cuddly forest critters were threatened by the evil and oval Dr. Ivo Eggman Robotnik.
And time and again, that same world and those
We're
same
cooked,
critters
man.
were
We're
saved
cooked.
by Sonic the Hedgehog. No matter how many robotic badniks
You gonna talk about Sonic skilling?
threw at his blue spiky nemesis, his schemes were always 6 spin jumps to the glowing wing spot away from getting cracked and scrambled.
But it wouldn't be over easy for Eggman. If he couldn't defeat the Blue Blur, he would make his own Metal Sonic.
Well, 0 points on creativity for that name, but god damn, he does look metal as hell.
They say imitation is the sincerest
I mean,
form
Dragon
of
Ball
flattery,
Multiverse
so
got
Eggman
that.
built
Don't
metal
spoil.
with more than enough blast processing to match
Funny.
his prototype.
Metal can zoom
What?
around at massively hypersonic speeds,
They talking
fast
about
enough to
Solaris
fly
in
to
this?
nearby planets in seconds.
He's tougher than
right.
Eggman's standard equipment, some of
You
which
know,
can survive
you know what channel
black
we're on?
holes.
Come on now. They
Metal
don't
can
do that for
use all
Sonic.
of Sonic's power-ups and even replicate his classic spin dash and light speed attack.
But he's got moves of his own.
He can attack with energy blast, fire a chest laser, surround himself in an electric aura, or an impenetrable force field.
By overloading his circuitry with energy, Metal can activate V maximum overdrive, quadrupling his acceleration and obliterating anything in his path, at the risk of self-destructing.
You'd think all that'd be enough to turn the rodent into roadkill, but it only
Oh,
took
no.
one
Wait,
showdown
why
on
they showing the
Stardust
OVA so
Speedway
much?
to send Metal to the scrap heap.
On paper, Metal should be able to outmatch Sonic in every way, and yet he doesn't. For some reason, Eggman wasn't able to
He
catch
can, though.
that
He just
ineffable
gets jumped.
quality that makes Sonic
Literally
the
gets jumped. He
fastest
does
alive.
outmatch him.
Metal's defeats at the hands of Sonic and his friends sharpened his AI into a seething hatred of his rival and a burning desire to prove himself superior.
Yeah, well, when you're getting your supersized red ass handed to you by Charmy B, you know something's gone horribly wrong.
And
Metal's
Knuckles.
defeats gave
and
him
the Chaotix,
an existential
and Mighty,
crisis.
that was there
He
that
was
we-
created to surpass
he was
Sonic
getting
and
jumped.
couldn't even manage that. What was he? Why should he exist?
Never one to admit defeat, Eggman took Metal
Like,
back
in
to the
the
drawing
Chaotix
board
game, he got
and
jumped by
birthed him
Mighty,
anew.
Knuckles.
Ew.
He got
This
in the whole
Neo
Chaotix.
Metal
He got
Sonic
jumped by
was,
everybody.
above all, far smarter.
And then next thing you know, Sonic and Tails are supposed to be in that game too.
And took over his empire. And we mean literally copied. If Metal started as Sonic's copycat, why not hunt all of his furry friends down and copy them too?
Neo Metal Sonic is equipped with
Look at
scanners
them,
in
ready
his
to
optic
either run
receptors
into
that
him to
can
jump him.
copy a person's biodata, giving him the ability to recreate all of their abilities in seconds.
Like the Sonic Boom, Knuckles' Hammer Punch,
Okay.
Tails' magical swiveling asshole, and Big's ability
Okay.
to suck at fishing.
Metal isn't just learning their moves, he can replicate
Okay,
more
they're talking
esoteric
about-
powers like
okay.
silver
Oh, they
psychokinesis,
learn and they
manufacture
learn and-
Rouge's mechanical bat guards, or alter his very biology to copy Espio's chameleon invisibility. It's worth mentioning that biological data is a real scientific term and
Yup,
can refer to
explain it,
molecular
explain it.
structures like the genome sequence within a living organism's DNA.
Yeah, his
from
copying
Spider-Man?
is so busted, it doesn't really matter that he's a robot made of metal. If you can do it,
He can
so
replicate
he.
it.
Probably helps that he can shapeshift and regenerate his whole body from a puddle.
Likely by copying one of the
Yup.
mightiest beings on the planet, the god of destruction, Chaos.
Not the only chaos he's encountered.
By scanning the ultimate life form, Shadow the Hedgehog, he gained his ability to manipulate some of the
Chaos
most
is
powerful
actually called
artifacts
the
in
a
the
god of
universe.
destruction. That's crazy. though.
You mean the Chaos Emeralds?
Yes. The emeralds contain an infinite wellspring of mystical power and life energy.
Mm-hmm.
With them, Metal can perform Shadow's chaos control. He can teleport, warp, and distort space, boost his speed.
I'm not even
and
gonna ask
stop
how Metal
time.
loses. I'm
and
not
with
gonna
either
ask.
the Chaos Emeralds or Master Emerald, he can transform into Super
What? I'm
Neo
looking at
Metal
chat. What?
Sonic.
Completely invulnerable and completely golden, Super Neo Metal Sonic can move at faster than light
It's
speeds
game metal.
and has the power to move
Yeah.
continents.
The
They don't need
emeralds are
Archie metal.
inconceivably powerful. They've been used to fuel Eggman's Death Egg, which could obliterate
This
star
Archie stuff
systems.
needs to
On
stop.
their own, they can even create and destroy whole universes.
Other super characters like Sonic have battled and defeated beings like the Time Eater, who could destroy multiple dimensions and timelines in seconds. At their peak, three super
people don't
hedgehogs have even
understand.
fought Solaris,
Time Eater was
who
stronger
nearly
than
consumed
Solaris.
Sonic's entire multiverse.
So Super Neo Metal Sonic should be just as
It
powerful
was just that
as any
Solaris
of
was
them,
more of a
though
threat
he's gotta
because
be quick, because all that
can't
power
get rid of
only
him.
lasts a short time.
You gotta
The
get rid of
road
them
to total
simultaneously, like in
domination
the
was
past,
nearly
future,
at
present.
an end. After manipulating Sonic
Sonic
and friends
can't
and
be
copying their abilities, Metal eventually
in all those
combined their
places at once.
biodata with the mighty Egg Fleet and became Metal Overlord.
Well, Time
Complete
Eater,
with missiles, giant crystal
he was
projectiles,
just able to
and
do
the
more.
strength to match
And then it
three
took
supersonic
two
heroes
Super
all by
Sonics to
himself.
defeat
Overlord
one
is
Time Eater.
all-time final boss material.
And he knew it. His ego might as well have had its own health
But
bar.
specifically
Metal's
the Time
drive
Eater
to
was that
surpass his
Eggman
rival had morphed into
was
the
driving.
delusional belief that he was the original and Sonic the loathsome copy.
A copy that Metal had finally outclassed. All
Wait, I
the
didn't hear that.
Sonic-
What?
The loathsome copy.
Long time no
A
see
copy
Sonic.
that
Low
Metal had
Sonic.
finally outclassed. All the heroes Metal had gathered had to team up to take him down.
He may have
Metal was
stolen
being
their abilities,
demolished.
but Metal
What?
never possessed the thing that made the Sonic heroes successful: their friendship and
Don't-
teamwork.
Aw, how cute.
Don't scare me,
Gag.
man.
Probably should have added some of those goddamn rails to the final boss fight, because it is impossible to land on those things.
Man, I feel like I'm about to be
After getting trashed
super
again,
disappointed.
Eggman reprogrammed Metal to purge any bits of rebelliousness from his code.
Metal returned to being the Eggman Army's chief enforcer, always proving invaluable
They talked
as
about
the Bad Doctor's greatest
Goku.
creation.
Didn't they talk about Goku's running speed? And then they talked about, like, they said like Goku ran from heaven to hell like super fast. Are they gonna do that with Sonic and Metal?
Now completely obedient
waiting.
once again.
I don't know, Wiz. Who knows what's really going on behind those glowing red eyes? Maybe Metal is more cunning than he lets on, and is only biding his time until he can take over again.
Maybe the most powerful thing that Metal copied
No way.
was the ability to lie.
No way. They didn't talk about Sonic's speed at all.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all
They
possibilities.
be saying like
It's
Goku's this
time
fast.
for
Dude, put him against the Flash. They said Goku solo's good. Sonic. All right, then put him against the Flash. Let's see. Mario beat Sonic. Death Battle. Okay, put him against Goku.
Salutations, Dr.
Oh my
Robotnik. Your reputation precedes you. Bring
Send
me
Metal
your
out.
strongest fighter,
Eggman would
or
not talk.
face-
He would instantly send Metal out.
Then prepare to kneel before your master.
Sounds like
Perfect.
Darth Vader. Okay. Woo! What the heck? shoot, man. Yo, please let Metal win. Yo, someone said please let Metal win. Okay. Oh, that's smart. That was smart. Oh my god.
Tell me, does a machine like yourself ever experience fear?
Oh shoot! The lightning! Oh! He said, does a machine like yourself ever experience fear? Oh shoot! Oh, he just... You see that? Ooh! Is that Mobius? We're not Mobius. That's the island that turns into... Is it Mobius? I don't know what it's called. I know it like goes throughout time, so...
Fool, you're dealing with the ultimate life form.
Oh, that's cool.
Possesses data. Observe.
You see the impact
ultimate
rings?
life
Or
form.
whatever?
I already possess his data. Observe. Chaos. Done.
Are you serious?
Life form beta successfully copied.
Oh, it's over. It's over.
It'll take more than that to
He just
kill
cut
me.
off his arm? Oh my gosh, we're cut. Why would he just cut off? I'm gonna just go for your arm when you're...
I know. Now I know everything about you, insect.
Oh shoot. You got a chance? Kill! Ew! Oh, he really copied her. Oh. Oh! He's gonna do Tien's move!
Don't you dare.
Yo! Don't you dare. Yo! Oh, he just regenerated. He just died. That's crazy. Oh my god. He's doing Goku's Kamehameha? Oh my god!
I am not just the greatest warrior in the
Instant
universe.
transmission. Metal. Instant transmission. Instant transmission, he's done. Like Goku did.
If you are all of them, then so am I. I'll never lose to a machine like
Gosh! Yo! Did you see that teleport?
lose to a machine like
Wait, hold on. Wait, is it over? No way. No way, it's over. Oh. Oh. He knew it. He
crush you.
look at that screenshot. Oh my god.
So now Metal's got all the powers of the Chaos
They
Emerald
actually made
and
Metal
the Z
win?
Fighters?
What?
Well, that world's fucked. Our bad.
Cell may have been one of the
About
greatest threats in Dragon
time.
Ball Z,
Oh my
but
gosh.
Eggman's greatest
They didn't even
creation
talk about
ultimately
Sonic
proved too
speed,
much
bro.
for him. Let's break this down into 4 categories.
Oh, so now they want to talk about speed, but when it came to Eggman versus Bowser, okay. We see it. I see what it.
Strength, speed, abilities, and adaptation.
All right.
First up, who was the strongest? Well, it's no surprise that any version of Cell
They didn't even
was
talk
gonna be
about
way
Sonic
more
speed,
powerful
though.
than base Metal or Neo. Even just using the manga, blowing up a solar system is far beyond the level of power output Metal can match.
Without his stronger forms. With them, the power gap entirely reversed. Not only could Metal match Cell's solar system busting or scaling from Frieza, but he could surpass it with the universe-destroying power of the Emeralds.
Yep.
But hang on, Wiz, those Namekians said said that Cell was strong enough to threaten a universe on his own.
They did, but they didn't specify how, and there's nothing
Destroyed over
suggesting you can
time,
destroy it in
maybe?
one go,
Like,
especially since it's only brought
it's
up
like
theoretically
so
and
vague.
without any time frame.
Even being
Yeah,
generous
no
and
time
assuming
frame.
he could just blow it up, final bosses like Time Eater and Solaris can destroy the wider multiverse,
Yup.
and Super Neo Metal would scale to them. Metal Sonic takes the edge in strength.
And with
Easy.
Sonic characters being known for their speed, you might think that was an easy win for Metal.
At his max speed in his super form,
Might.
he should be comparable to
Motherfreaker.
entities like the Time Eater, who in Shadow
Wait a minute.
Generations can destroy entire universes in seconds. By using the radius of the observable universe, we can estimate the Time Eater's
Are they really pixel? Are you?
destructive
wait a
wave
minute.
traveled at about what
Maybe
the
I'm-
radius
maybe I'm
of the
seeing
Shadow
this.
Generations
Wait.
can destroy entire universes in seconds. By using the radius of the observable universe, we can estimate the Time Eater's destructive wave traveled at about 180 quadrillion times.
Okay, and then what about the time eater that
faster than
Eggman?
light.
Certainly impressive, but let's compare that
And
to
what about the Titans and then the stronger bosses that came after that?
Goku's flight from heaven to hell shortly after the
Right,
Cell
we
games,
talked
which
about that,
covered
huh? And
roughly
we talked
eight-
about
but let's
Sonic's
compare that
current
to
speed,
Goku's
right?
flight.
Wait.
Quadruple universe, we can estimate the Time Eater's
Let me listen to
destructive
this.
wave traveled at about 180 quadrillion times faster than light.
I think
Certainly
they're about to give
impressive,
him
but
Cell
let's
speed.
compare that to Goku's flight from heaven to hell shortly after the Cell games, which covered roughly a universe in distance at approximately 180 quadrillion times faster than light.
Oh, hey, just like Time Eater. The difference, though, was that Goku was in his base form, way slower than Super Saiyan 2 Gohan or Super Perfect
There is
Cell.
multipliers.
Factoring in Super Saiyan multipliers, Super Perfect Cell can move upwards
Still
of 100
in-
times faster than that. And so 100 times
Massively faster than
Metal
light, still
Sonic.
MFTO,
Somehow,
still in
Cell
there.
takes the
What about
edge in
measurable
speed. You know,
and
the
up?
thing Metal was designed for.
Wasn't
Oh,
expecting that. Let's see if any of their abilities could tip the scale.
Metal was designed for. Somehow, Cell takes
Both Cell and Metal to scale to characters with potential infinite speed feats like Meta Cooler. Meta Cooler is canon?
No, Metacooler in his base form is not considered canon.
Wasn't expecting that. Let's see if any of their abilities could
One
tip
has
the
way
scales.
more.
They shared many of the same powers, like telekinesis, force fields, and energy projectiles. Of note, though, Cell's regeneration was
And I don't
clearly
think
superior,
Cooler's canon.
able to fully heal from a single cluster of microscopic cells.
On top of that, Cell's Saiyan genes would let him grow in power every time he almost died, and his Cell Juniors gave him
That's
the
crazy.
numbers
Cell
advantage.
got
And
speed.
considering Super Neo Metal had a time limit, Cell would have a big advantage in a battle of attrition.
But with
Especially with the
chaos
7
control,
Chaos
that
Emeralds after
became a
that.
lot tougher.
I don't-
Cell
I
and
don't
his
see no
juniors had
speed.
no way to deal with Metal boosting his speed
Being
or
on
stopping
no
time.
super
Something that
Metal- Neo
countered
Metal
Cell's
Sonic.
speed
No
advantage
even
and
Super
left him
Sonic
open.
scale.
And with Silver Psychokinesis, or the Emerald Spatial Distortion, Metal could seriously impair Cell's healing.
So it helped that Cell could fall back on his martial arts abilities in a pinch.
Despite effectively being a newborn, Cell's genetic instincts allowed him to best Earth's most skilled warriors back to back to back.
Metal may have copied Eggman's brains, but he definitely isn't as good of a fighter. The Sonic heroes haven't trained like the Z fighters, and Metal's been beaten by all of them a bunch of times. So all that
He's
in
been
mind,
jumped.
ability
He just
fighters, and Metal's been beaten
Did we not see this? He was whooping Surge's ass and Kit. And they both had a team up on him and did this.
a bunch of times. So all that in mind, abilities is roughly a wash.
Which leaves us with the one thing they're both known for, their capability to evolve and become more powerful in response to their opponents, aka their adaptation.
And frankly, that's where this back and forth completely breaks.
Yeah, Metal
because
Sonic
at the end of the day,
destroys an
Metal can
adaptation.
copy Cell, but Cell can't absorb Metal.
Cell's ability to physically absorb an opponent is primarily viable against foes he can match or over.
Metal Sonic sometimes doesn't solo every verse.
Power.
Even
Sometimes he doesn't even fight ever. What? Metal whooped a bunch of even Sonic's. Yeah, Metal is freaking overpowered, man.
if he took Metal by surprise,
Like I kid you not, if you read IDW, just read all the issues that Metal Sonic's in. Nothing else. Just read the ones with Metal Sonic. You'll see how broken he is because he's always getting jumped every time. When he fights Sonic, every time he fights Sonic, someone else comes in because Metal Sonic is whooping his ass. He's just whooping him. Why did my light go off? Hold on. All right, it's on. But yeah. All right. So yeah, Metal One.
Can absorb fully inorganic robots like Android 16.
Oh yeah, he
Cell
can
was
absorb
only able
robots,
to
but he
absorb
wouldn't be able
Android
to.
17 and 18
He wouldn't be able
because
to
they were
absorb metal
primarily
anyways.
organic.
They're actually more like cyborgs and are
Literally Neo Metal Sonic Speed Blitz Cell plus the Chaos Emeralds to get an infinite multiple. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. Like even with the Chaos Emeralds,
only called androids in the
because they
English translation.
all 7 of them
Metal, on
have
the other
infinite
hand,
energy.
can
It just
copy
gives
a
them a
target's
huge
biodata
multiplier
for
in
only a
speed.
few seconds of direct eyesight, something he could easily accomplish during a time stop.
And using it on Cell means he wouldn't just get Cell's powers, but
I don't
the
know how
powers
Cell
of
got
all
speed,
the
but
Z-Warriors
we're not going to talk
too.
about it too
Remember,
much, I guess.
Metal's copying applies to
No
abilities
point, he
that
won.
fundamentally affect his own biology, like Espio's invisibility or Chaos's liquid body. Nothing Cell has would be off limits, especially given all of
Yup.
Cell's powers were genetically encoded in the first place.
Yup,
Quite
he's
literally
fighting like
biodata.
Goku.
Cell's Saiyan
You
power-ups?
generating like
Copied. Cell's
Piccolo.
regeneration?
Yup.
Copied. Cell's key techniques? Believe it or not, copied.
Chaos Emeralds are described as being able to produce life energy, similar to Ki.
Furthermore, the Earth's life force energy restored the Emerald, and vice versa in Sonic Unleashed. Chaos energy can also manipulate souls and restore life, just like Ki. Yep.
So there's a precedent for him being able to replicate Cell's power set. And at this point, there's nothing stopping Metal from, say, stopping time and using a Kamehameha to vaporize him at a cellular level. Just like Gohan did.
Cell might be able to do anything the Z-Fighters know how to do, but that's not gonna help him.
Well,
Because
Android
Metal can
16
do
and
anything
17
Cell knows
lack
how to
natural
do.
key that can
Strange, isn't it?
Cell just doesn't have any options to retaliate that Metal wouldn't also possess, including any of his previous advantages. Metal's copy ability
Hold on,
is
let me
just
read
that
chat.
overpowered.
Oh, I guess now I get why they called it Sonic CD.
Why's that?
Cell
Majority
died.
team up when Neo
Where's he?
Sonic
You
copied
get it?
Sonic's biodata.
CD?
He beat the.
Where you go? Come
However,
on
Metal
back.
Sonic copy abilities
Next
is
time
even
on
more
Death
effective
Battle.